Danielle, and now we'll go to the field.
Welcome to another bonus edition of Upon Further Review. In this edition, we'll be talking about the San Francisco 49ers versus the Washington Redskins. It's going to be played in San Francisco. And this game is going to be on November 23rd at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch that on your local CBS affiliates. So Redskins at the Niners. And hopefully this works. We're having some kind of issues here, but I'm going to try to see if we can get through this without too many glitches or whatever. But alright, here we go. The Niners. I'm picking the Niners, so I'm playing as the Niners. That's our new format, is I do Upon Further Review, and while I'm doing the Upon Further Review, I do some Madden gameplays. Take the team that I'm picking and see if I can make it happen in the game the way I'm predicting. And heading into this game, the Redskins are 3-7, the Niners are 6-4. Ooh, almost sacked them. The Redskins, they started off with a loss in Week 1 in Houston, then they won in Week 2, and the Jaguars went to Washington. But then they went on a 4-game losing streak, as they lost in Philadelphia, then they lost to the Giants and the Seahawks in Washington, then they lost in Arizona. They then put together a 2-game winning streak as they hosted the Titans and they beat them, and then they went to Dallas and they won that game on Monday Night Football against the Cowboys in overtime. Tony Romo went out, but he came back in. Colt McCoy was behind center. That actually has led to some controversy, as there's some people who think that maybe they should play Colt McCoy instead of RG3. But in Week 9, they went to Minnesota and they lost to the Vikings. They had their bye week, and then they lost to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay came into Washington, and Mike Evans had a huge game, and the Bucs beat them. The Niners, they start off with a huge win in Dallas against the Cowboys in Week 1. They then lost their home opener in ELiAS Stadium, the first time ever, against the Bears. And then they went to Arizona and they lost to the Cardinals. But then they went on a 3-game winning streak, beating the Eagles and the Chiefs in ELiAS Stadium. Oh, no. Oh, get them. But then they went on Monday Night Football to St. Louis and they beat the Rams. But then they went to Denver and they lost. They got blown out by the Broncos. They then had their bye week, and then they hosted the Rams and they lost. That was a game where the Rams had like 8 sacks in that game. It came out of the wire. They almost won that game. I mean, if you saw it, it was crazy. In the last play of the game, that goal line stand there right at the end. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't get a sack right there. Whew, man, tough tackle. Man, he can't believe it either, Smith. What is going on? See, I'm telling you, some technical difficulties. Is that against the defense? What? Against me? Rough the passer.
Coming in on the quarterback, and that late hit will cost his team 15.
That's not good. They can't be having that happen come Sunday. Yeah, then Week 10, they went down in New Orleans, an impressive win in overtime in New Orleans against the Saints. It's tough to win down there in New Orleans, but they did it. And then in Week 11, they went to New York and they beat the G-Men. So Gore had almost 100 yards. He had 95 yards on the ground. And now here they are in Week 12 hosting the Redskins. They should win this game. We'll go over to the numbers here in a moment. Hopefully hopefully the game keeps going. I don't know what's going on. It's acting weird. I don't know. You might notice it. You might not. I'm not sure. I'll try to it seems if I hit the A button, it starts to freeze up. It just goes back to the game. So hopefully it won't affect. Ooh, that was crazy. Hopefully it won't affect the game too much though. But it didn't let me do the coin toss. I usually am not really paying attention to the coin toss anyway, because I'm doing the opener of the show here. But I'm kind of yeah, whatever, coin toss. Doesn't really matter. But it's all. It's luck and not Andrew, just pure luck, the coin toss, heads or tails, who knows, it could be either one. It's kind of a funny thing that they throw that element of luck into it. They're like, heads or tails. But I guess they're like, well, how else are we going to figure this out? And I'm like, well, just flip a coin. Just flip a coin. Earlier right here, Washington getting down the field. That penalty led them to a field goal. They weren't able to get a touchdown, but they did get a field goal on their first drive. That gives us a moment to look at the numbers. And the Redskins are actually number 7. They have the 7th ranked passing offense in the NFL, believe it or not. No matter who's behind center. How crazy is that? They, passing proficiency, passing yards per game, they are 7th. They're a top 10 passing team. I'll tell you, most people, if you told them that, they'd be like, what are you talking about? The Redskins are a top 10 passing team? Yes, they are. That's the numbers. They put up yards through the air. Part of that is, though, is because they're playing from behind a lot of times, and they just pass. And when you judge passing yards, it's the yards. It doesn't matter the completion percentage. It doesn't matter the interceptions either, so it's kind of like a funky way to look at it, but it can be deceiving sometimes. They say numbers never lie, and the numbers don't lie. It's how you spin them. Because you can take any number and spin it any which way you want to, really. So that's kind of a funny thing about numbers. But it's kind of more like numbers along with other information. You put all the numbers together, and then you try to get a better picture of what you're looking at. But when it comes to passing defense, the Redskins are 10th, and the Niners are 4th. So that's another thing. The Redskins got a top 10 pass defense. The Niners got a top 5 pass defense. And that's what's going to make this game interesting. When that Redskins passing attack up against the Niners pass defense. Overall, though, you're going to definitely... it's funny. You actually got to give the edge to the Redskins in the passing game. But you look at the run, the Redskins are 16th. The Niners are 7th. We look at the run defense, the Redskins are 11th, and the Niners are 6th. So the advantage goes to the Niners there on the ground. Although, again, the Redskins are actually pretty good against the run. But it's actually once you look at their points allowed and points scored, that's when the difference comes in. So when the Redskins, they put up some numbers through the air. They can run the ball a little bit. They've got a good defense, actually. They're weird. They're like the opposite of like the bend but don't break. They don't bend, but they break. They just like snap out of nowhere. It's like, what the heck is that? Because, you look at the numbers. When it comes to points scored, the Redskins are 22nd, the Niners are 20th. So they both struggle to put points on the board. But when it comes to points allowed, the Redskins are 24th and the Niners are 10th. So the Redskins can't stop teams from scoring, even though they don't allow a lot of yards. But the Niners... they're just all around, have a really good defense. Even with their injuries, they just keep getting it done. And when it comes to their defense, they don't allow up a lot of points or a lot of yards. But what it is, though, with the Redskins, what happens is part of it's the special teams and also the turnovers. That's what, you look at the numbers and go, hey, this doesn't make sense. But it's the turnovers is what costs them. Oh, look at that Crabtree. So, the turnovers, because they don't allow a lot of yards on defense, but they allow a lot of points. And they actually get a lot of yards through the air, but they don't score a lot of points. Part of that is they haven't really had a lot of success on the ground this year, although last year the Redskins were one of the best teams at running the ball, even though they only won 3 games. But then this year, they've kind of abandoned the run, although they do have the guys to do it on the ground. I.e. Alfred Morris, but, they just haven't been on the rock. It's just oh no, fumble. Oh my God. Frank Gore with the fumble. That's not very characteristic of Frank Gore. Heck, let's even look at his numbers. Frank Gore is 648 yards rushing on the season. He has 1 fumble, that's all year long. But right there, he fumbled a costly fumble. Right there, when we were right about to score, the Redskins come up with the turnover. We were talking about turnovers. Gonna jinx myself, I guess. But actually, look at the Redskins stats on defense. When it comes to forced fumbles, the Redskins have 8 forced fumbles on the season. And when it comes to interceptions, let's see, they've only got 3 picks, but the 8 forced fumbles, though, is actually pretty impressive. Oof, man. Now they're moving the ball. They do get a lot of sacks, though. Kerrigan has 7.5. As a team, they have 25 sacks, but they do allow a lot of sacks, though, too, is the thing. Just their offensive line just has them getting done. And Alfred Morris is probably going to get 1,000 yards rushing on the season. He's got 701 yards, 6 touchdowns on the ground, but he's just not getting the carries. He only has 172 carries as opposed to 346 passes. So they pass the ball twice as many times as they've handed it to Morris. They do, run the ball, handing it to other guys besides him. Not a lot. Almost 90 times, actually. 89 times they've run the ball with other backs besides Morris, which is another thing. I mean, give the guy his touches. But, of course they're going to spread it around a little bit, but not really. They just don't really run the ball. That's the thing. Even though their pass attempts isn't like that crazy. I mean, these days, that's not that, out of whack for the ratio of pass to runs. If you look across the league, you notice that definitely the trend has become, passing. Every team in this league is just pass. And it is rare to find a team that actually runs the ball more than they pass the ball. So. But still, they are pass happy, without a doubt. And like I said, that's the thing. If teams want to copy certain successful teams, you got that short passing game that's been very successful year in, year out, with, like, say, the Patriots, or even, the Saints are really good at doing it with Drew Brees. And it's even different teams, and it shows that when you do that short passing game, you don't necessarily have to have a quarterback with a strong arm, as long as you can just get those short pickups, just keep getting positive yards. But the thing about that is people have abandoned the run, and football by nature has always been about the run. I mean, that's where the game was born, in the trenches. That's what it's all about. Passing is great and all, and you do, in this day and age, the way the game is now, is the way it's evolved, you got to pass the ball, for sure. But that doesn't mean that you just forget about the origins and the fundamentals of running the ball. You still got to run the ball. Oh, man, touchdown. And then injury. Who's injured? Oh, my goodness. The Redskins. What are they doing to me here? So they're going to go into halftime up by 10. Yeah, you still got to run the ball. Actually, that's the thing, the Niners, that's what makes them competitive, is that they can run the ball and they got a defense. And that's usually a team's going to travel well. Of course, this game is in San Francisco. This is actually in the old park, Candlestick, not ELiAS Stadium. But it is going to be in ELiAS Stadium, of course, in real life. But that's just how it is on this show. So we live in the old stadium. Alright. What am I even doing here? I'm running the ball like an idiot. We need to be passing the ball. But maybe I'll catch him off guard and get a big play on the ground. Not really. A little bit, but we gotta call a timeout here. Only 20 seconds left on the clock. 17 now. Man, we gotta get something here before halftime. We gotta get at least a field goal. Can't be going into halftime down by 10. This is crazy.
Lloyd's gonna get set.
Lloyd's not even playing in this game. Let's see here. Going to Crabtree. Crabtree, baby. Yes. Michael Crabtree. He might have got out of bounds. I called the timeout anyway. Not like it matters with 10 seconds. We still got one timeout. It's not like we're not like it'll make a difference right there. Look at that. Michael Crabtree with the big reception, getting us all the way down into the red zone. I wasn't sure if we could do it. But we did it. And now we're right here. If we can get a touchdown, that would be huge. Going into the locker room. Colin Kaepernick back in the shotgun. Vernon Davis, touchdown 49ers. Just like that. Only 21 seconds, and they had no problem just going right down the field. That's the kind of thing that happens to the Redskins, too, is that, you know, they'll be doing good, and then all of a sudden, boom, look at that. In almost no time at all. It took us like 14 seconds, I think, to get down the field. I even screwed up in that stupid run on first down. And still, touchdown Niners, just like that. So, 7 seconds. Hopefully, it'd be messed up if they scored, but they're just going to down it, yeah. So, 7 seconds. What are they going to do? They're going to take a knee? Maybe. They might. They might take a knee. We'll see right here. I'm just going to go 3 deep prevent. Prevent defense. Usually I would never pick the prevent, but right here it's not a bad idea. 7 seconds left before halftime. It looks like they're going to take a knee. Oh, this little handoff. Boom, Borland. Chris Borland with that tackle. That was Alfred Morris right there. So that brings us to halftime with the score. 10-7. Redskins up by a field goal. He's not there no more. That's funny. You're not there no more. What are you doing here? You're fired. Alright, here we go. We got the ball. We got a chance now to take the lead, or at least tie the game anyway, hopefully. Oh, man. Ran right into him. Dang it. Just trying to get around that dude. We almost had a lane open there. Looking for the seam. Alright, we're in position right now, though. Down by a field goal with 6 minutes left. We're playing 3-minute quarters. It's actually, though, with all this time on the clock, we can run the ball. The only thing I'm worried about, though, is hopefully he can protect the ball. That was pretty bunk. Pretty fumbled.
Trying the right side.
It's a nice run. 8 yards for Frank Gore. Right there. Frank Gore is nasty. Just keep the ball. Just keep handing it off to Frank Gore. Just trying to march right down the field. The Niners do. They're all about running the ball. Especially this year. Oof, that was funky. What was that? 3rd and inches. You know what? 3rd and inches. We're going to have to do this right here. Go to the QB sneak. We just want to make sure we get this one. Get this first down, especially starting off the second half. Get on the positive side. Oh, look at that. Look at Colin Kaepernick picking up 7. He only needed inches. And he goes for 7 yards. Actually, let's see what's going on in this pistol. We got some options. Get the option up in here. We got the option up in here. Let's see what happens on this option. Which way is it going to go?
The 49ers will approach this play from out of the pistol.
Colin Kaepernick keeps it on the option. Oh, look at this. Colin Kaepernick. Woo! Colin Kaepernick. What a huge run right there. He ripped that run for friggin' 34 yards. What a huge run by Colin Kaepernick on the option. That's how you do it. Hey, maybe we can get an achievement. Let's see, what else do we got here for the option? Let's go back to the option, except this time I think I'm going to just hand it off, though. Just kind of let them know that I'm not always going to keep it.
After picking up more than 30 on the previous play.
Oof, he got stuffed. I at least picked up a yard. It's alright, though. It's okay. Time winding down here. Gonna go back to the run. Hopefully we have some success here. 2nd and 9, pick up some positive yards. Going up the gut. Pick up the blocks. Yeah, we got a 3rd and 3 now. It's a pretty nice run by Gore. And that set up play action, that's actually what I was hoping. I was hoping we could pick up enough yards, set up play action right here. Yep, that's what we want right here. Play action, probably going to Vernon Davis. Maybe Bolden, depending on how this plays out. And who bites. 3rd and 3. Look at that, Bolden wide open, boom, touchdown. Or not Bolden, Davis. I don't know why I said Bolden, but Vernon Davis, touchdown, Colin Kaepernick. And the Niners take the lead. Harbaugh's happy. He used to be the quarterback for the University of Michigan. He was a Wolverine. Right there, Vernon Davis. Boom, wide open on the play action, set it up nicely. If we didn't score there, I was going to try to get the touchdown with the option with Kaepernick was my next play, but we got the touchdown. We didn't even have to do that. I was trying to set it up for that, but maybe we'll get a chance to do that in the 4th quarter. We might not even need to because now with the lead, of course, it depends what happens right here. If they get a touchdown, then maybe we end up getting a field goal going overtime. Who knows? If they get a field goal, we'll be up by 1. So let's hope to stop them, not even let up anything. I wouldn't be surprised to see this be a low-scoring game. So the Niners don't let up a lot of points. They don't put up a lot of points either, so see what will happen. This is the last play of the 3rd quarter right here. Regardless of what happens, and boom, tackled for a loss, 2-yard loss. Niners defense coming up clutch, forcing the 2nd and long. So after 3 quarters of play, the 49ers are up 14-10, and now we're going to start the 4th quarter. And it's pretty much, this is how I see it going for the most part. It's pretty much how I think it's going to play out.
Time is beginning to fade.
Let's see if we get this stop here. Oof. Oh no. Was that Deshaun Jackson? No, Pierre Garçon. Pierre Garçon picking up the 1st down, keeping the chains moving. The Niners defense, they don't let up a lot of 1st downs. They don't let up a lot of yards. So you get a stop here. Man, we had them set up 2nd and long, but they ended up getting that big play there. Oh, here we go with the sack. Yes. Woo! Do a little dance, baby. All right, here we go. Let's see this right here. Here's the replay. Boom. That's right, Bethea and the free safety blitz comes in and gets the sack. All right, so here we got him again. 2nd and 12. They're going to pass it. And right here, we're going to blitz him. Let's get him. Let's get that quarterback. Yes. Brought the pressure, forced the errant pass. And now we got 3rd and 12. We can stop him right here. Then we will get the ball back and be in prime position. They might go for it on 4th down. I don't know. But first, we got to stop him right here. Let's do this. Scooter. Bring the pressure. Oh, they got it off. And he held onto it. Deshaun Jackson. RG3's happy. They're staying alive. Now bring it down to the 2-minute warning right there. Boom. Boom, that's a 2-minute warning. So let's see what happens.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment.
I don't know. This is coming down to the wire. That's the thing, the Redskins, they haven't won a lot of games, but they make it interesting. So they got defense. Should be a good game to watch. Oh yeah, baby, Scooter! Scooter with the sack. RG3 went to scramble. Looked like I was going to drop back to pass, but no, I came up to help out with the rush. Almost intercepted. That was crazy. Whew. And now it's 3rd and 13. Talk about excitement. Coming down to the wire. What's gonna happen here? Whew. wow, a couple big plays. And here we got him, 3rd and long. Let's see what we get going. Come on, get him, yes! Woo! Stopped him. Oh, it's 4th and 3. Time's winding down. I'm calling timeout. I want to actually think about this for a second. Actually, one thing I don't know if I mentioned, Jordan Reed is not going to be playing. Oh, another thing I should have mentioned, the first thing I should have mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, is that ELiAS 1289, he is responsible for the rosters. He did an excellent job, and we thank him very much. Are they punting the ball for real? I'm just gonna let it. Let's just see what happens here. They're really punting? Wow, I can't believe they're punting. This don't even make sense. They were gonna go for it, but yeah, ELiAS or ELiAS, it's ELiAS, capital E, capital L, lowercase I, and capital A, capital S, 1289. I'm gonna put his gamer tag in the description. He updated the roster. You can actually go to the Madden community creations and download the roster. He did an excellent job. Made all the rookies and everybody. He did really an amazing job. It's incredible what he did with the roster in the community creations. Definitely a big thumbs up to him. And a big thank you for him letting us use this roster in our YouTube uploads. Definitely appreciate that, and appreciate all the time that he took to make the roster, because that takes some time for sure. I know, because I've done this. I've tried some of those things. I've put in some work on some games trying to update rosters, and it's a lot of work. So I really do appreciate that from ELiAS or ELiAS. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. I have to be saying it wrong, but maybe I'm saying it right too, because I'm saying it like 5 different ways. But here we got the clock. We want to keep it moving. They call timeout. They got 2 timeouts left. We're backed up against our own end zone too. Maybe this is why they punted the ball, because they're like, hey, there's still some time on the clock, you know.
We'll go with the pistol on this play. 2nd and 10.
Oof, that's not good. Oh man, they called timeout again. We're in a situation here. We need a first down. It's 3rd and 13. Ooh, they got us right now with our backs against the wall. What are we gonna do? I don't know. What are we gonna do? All right, well, this is crazy right here. So hopefully they don't get us for a safety. We need the first down. Yes, Vernon Davis over the middle, first down. He's the player of the game, in my opinion, right there. Already, he had that touchdown that put us ahead, and now with that big, huge clutch reception on first down, coming up huge. Vernon Davis, he's one of the best tight ends in all of football, in my opinion. He's not having the best season, but he's still #1 in our hearts, right? He's actually, let's see, Vernon Davis, in the season, he's only got 176 yards. He's got 2 touchdowns, so. Oh no, oof, that was a horse collar tackle, man. What was that? Oh, I meant to flip it, but I think I hit the wrong button.
That was just a bad play call.
Oof. You know what, let's just go to the tight and let's just go up the gut with Gore. They're out of timeouts, so really, we just let the clock wind down. This game's all but over. I think we could even just kneel the ball, actually. But we picked the run play, so just pray that he doesn't fumble the ball. That would be so messed up. I'd be like, oh my God, if he fumbles it. But this should be the last play of the game right here. Frank Gore. Woo! Oh, that was a little dangerous with the spin. Oh, look at Aaron Rodgers. He's the referee. Look at that, finally. I almost thought we were going to get to a whole game without an Aaron Rodgers sighting. But there he is, Aaron Rodgers. He's the referee. Holy cow. What was that? A penalty? Against a holding penalty? What? They're like, this ain't the last play. Okay. Okay. You want to play it like that? Aaron Rodgers referee? What the heck? I should have just went into victory formation there. What was I thinking? Why are they showing a replay? What's that all about? This game is over. And the Niners win with the final score 14-10. So San Francisco over Washington. This is what I think is going to happen. I think that's pretty close to what it's going to be, too. I don't expect to see a lot of points on the scoreboard. Let me know what you think. Do you think San Francisco will win? Do you think Washington's going to win? Also, let me know what you think of the Madden gameplay. Do you enjoy this new format for upon further review? If you do enjoy it, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want more content such as this, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a good day and a great weekend and enjoy all of the sports.